Let's start this off with the question. What does every handsome man have in common? Every handsome man you have ever seen in your entire life has had a strong jawline. You show me a handsome man and I will show you a strong jawline. In this video, I'm going to teach you the 4 most important factors, including exercises, that you need to be doing to have that chiseled jawline you've always wanted. Now let's roll that intro. Let's jump right into it. All right, number 1 is your haircut. Now, believe it or not, your haircut is the most important part about defining your jawline that you can control immediately. Now, what you want to do is you want to have a boxy shape with your haircut. So that means tight on the sides, faded up. That'll give you a real angular look to your face, making your jawline much stronger. Now, take a look at these 2 dudes. Why does the dude on the left appear to have such a stronger jawline than the dude on the right? You guessed it, it is because he has the right haircut that gives him that angular look and that makes his jawline stand out. First, most important. Okay, now this is subpoint A because it also has to do with your hair. So, what you want to do on top of getting that angular shape on the sides, and give you a really boxy definition around your jawline, is to make an illusion that your face is a little bit longer. You do that by adding some volume up here. I'm talking 3 to 5 inches of hair that you can either style in a pompadour, blow dry back, or do some other sweet kind of do, but giving you volume up here. That will make your jawline more defined. Now, the only problem with having 3 to 5 inches of hair right in this area is it's hard to get it to stay up all day. I understand that. I had super long hair for a while, and I had to tame the dragon. All right, so I have a different video that I did that specifically talks about how to get your hair to stay up and looking awesome all day long. Click it if you want. Moving on to point number 2. Point number 2 is good posture. Now check this out. Watch what happens when I get bad posture, right? I kind of slump my shoulders over, kind of tuck my chin in like this, like I'm typing on a computer like we do all day. All right, what does this do to my jawline? It totally makes it disappear, right? I kind of look like a turkey, you know, with all this extra skin down here, coming around Thanksgiving, you know, kind of chunky and with no definition, right? But watch what happens when I move from this to good posture. I roll my shoulders back, and I stick my chin out just a little bit, and boom! That is what we call definition, my friends, in our jawline. Immediately, that much more handsome. All right, let's move on to tip number 3. Now, tip number 3 is the hardest of my tips, but it is the most important of my tips. And this, my friend, is to drop your body fat percentage. Now, think about it. Why do people that are kind of overweight not have a strong jawline? Because they have all this fat in their neck and in their face that's poofing it out, making it go sideways like this. You don't want to have that. Bro, if you are committed to a strong jawline, this is not a step you can just pass by. You absolutely have to incorporate it in your life. Now, what I suggest to actually be able to do this sustainably over life is to do some small decisions that have big impact over a long period of time that you can incorporate into your lifestyle. Don't go on some like crazy diet and eat cheese every once in a while when you feel lightheaded, right? Avoid that kind of thing where you're throwing off weight and then putting it all back on in a month. It's bad for your health, it's bad for your morale, and just don't do it. Now, what I suggest in this are twofold. One is to eliminate calories when you're drinking. Now, this means no venti caramel macchiatos from Starbucks or Coca-Cola or fruit juice or Red Bulls. Eliminate those from your diet. You will drop your caloric intake significantly and be dropping your body fat percentage at the same time. Drink water, green tea, and black coffee. This will make a huge difference for you. Now, tip number 2 on this is to not eat carbohydrates for breakfast. Toss those Wheaties. By the way, no athlete in the world has ever eaten Wheaties. No champion has ever eaten Wheaties for breakfast. I gotta tell you that right now. They eat eggs, avocado, and sometimes something like bacon to make it tasty. Now, think about it. What did you eat 5 days ago for breakfast? You don't remember. Why? Because breakfast is boring and nobody remembers what they ate for breakfast. So just eat something healthy every single day. It's gonna make a huge difference for you and drop your body fat percentage. Now, tip number 4 are exercises. All right, let's jump right into this. So, in my opinion, exercises help, but the simpler, the better. There are tons of them out there. There's all sorts of theories on this, but I believe this exercise is the absolute best, and it's very simple, straightforward to do. Now, what you want to keep in mind is you want to do lower repetitions and more weight. Now, the reason you want to do that is because this will grow the muscles. This is what it takes to actually grow the muscles and get that strength when you're seeing this muscle popping out of the sides, right? So what you want to do is take your fist, don't punch yourself in the face, just take your fist and stick it right underneath your jaw like this. Do this in front of the mirror and do 7 seconds open and 7 seconds closed. Do this 5 times, and you want to do it really, put a lot of pressure there so that the 6th time you couldn't do it, okay? So you want to go to absolute failure in these exercises. Wait 1 minute and then do it again. Let me demonstrate. All right, so that's what it looks like. It looks really stupid, but it does make a big difference, so give it a try. Now, I suggest adding this to your morning or nightly routine so you get in the habit of doing it, and it gets pretty simple from there. Now, if that's too much effort and you don't feel like doing that, I understand. But what you should do is you should start chewing gum. It essentially does something very similar, but it takes a little bit more time. So just get in the habit. Throw gum in your mouth, start chewing it all day long. Chew gum all day, chew gum, and you're gonna start noticing strength in your jawline. So there you have it, everything you need to know to have that chiseled jawline you've always dreamed of.
Douchebag, overprivileged, overfed, tiny phallus.
About that thing I sent you, I didn't you, Jay.
Now welcome to the biggest hater challenge. This is where the funniest, the wittiest, the most inspirationally hateful comment takes home the prize. And you, my friend, you are the judge. So if you don't feel like letting out that inner troll of yours, just go ahead and scroll through the comments, thumbs up the comment you like the most, and the comment with the most thumbs up, and has my blessing will be read in the next video. Let's get to it. What a PINROLL is, why you want to use it, and then most importantly, okay, this one's pretty good. You ready? So I noticed that there was a light switch behind you. You should turn off the light and let Siri read your script. It would be more engaging. Also, my 9-year-old boy looks older than you, Mr. Kitty Features. Mr. Kitty Features? That doesn't even feel bad coming from a Mr. Kitty Features. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I suggest you watch this video next. Now, this tells you in detail the style of hair that will make you the most handsome you could possibly be, so check it out. Or, if you want to learn a little bit more about style in general, I suggest this video. My name is Paul Nagaoka. Thank you so much for watching.